Hey guys, this is Cajun Blaze here, and today is going to be the day that I review my Spyderco Paramilitary 2. It's just a phenomenal knife. I waited for a while to get this. I hunted it down for a long time. Check it out on eBay. You know, you just Google search Spyderco Paramilitary 2, and for a while you just get all these people talking about it on the forums, but nobody really had anything for sale. And then all of a sudden I saw some for sale, bidded on it, didn't check my bid, I missed it. A couple weeks later, I saw it again, bidded on it, and I bid it a little higher than normal, than I would have bidded the first time, and ended up getting the knife at the very end. And this is it. Spidey guys had it for sale on eBay. I bought it from them off of eBay. They also have a YouTube account, so check them out if you'd like. I'll put their little I'll put their name in the tags at the bottom. This is my Spyderco Paramilitary 2. It's just a phenomenal knife. It's you know, a lot of guys say, oh, all Spydercos look the same, and a lot of people do think that. And I remember thinking that at one time, you know, oh, they all have the little hole in the blade, and you know, they're all the same. It doesn't even matter. I'm just gonna pick one, and the rest are all just alike. It's not so, not so at all. I'll tell you what, you just don't realize, honestly, you don't realize the quality that goes into a blade until you have it in the hand. And that's why I don't order a lot of stuff online. I'm fortunate enough to live in an area where we sell a lot of guns and knives, and you can walk into a store and pick it up, feel it, touchy-feely kind of thing, and then you know for sure if you like the feel of it or not. Sometimes you get home and it doesn't work out for you. It does happen. But that's how I buy most of my stuff, is going into a store, picking it up, looking at it, and touching and feeling it. Let's go over some of the things that make this knife unique. This is the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. First of all, they narrowed the G10 handle right here to give you more of a comfortable grip. They call it ergonomics, to make the ergonomics of this better. Whenever you open it up, it doesn't bother your pinky when you grab it down here. You can choke it up, and this is how when I grab my knife, I usually choke it up like this when I'm cutting. Sometimes if I'm doing light cutting, I'll hold it here, and it's not so bulky down here at the bottom on the handle. And I'm going to use this Paramilitary as a reference, you know, periodically through this video. See the more narrow G10 on the Spyderco Paramilitary 2 on the left? It's just a little more bulky. Now, you know, this didn't bother me. If you watch Blunt Truth for You, it bothered him a lot. So, and I'm sure it bothered a lot of people. But like I said, I typically grab the knife a little higher, so it didn't bother me as much. And then in the closed position, you know, it kind of was awkward to a lot of people, whereas it's not awkward at all. Another thing that they changed was they made the tip of the Spyderco Paramilitary 2 longer. They lengthened the tip of the blade. They still use CPM S30V steel, but the length of the blade is just a hair longer. And I think I measured, it's like right at 3 inches according to my measurements, and this was just I think 2 7/8 cutting length. Now I could be wrong, maybe I measured wrong, but that's just what I got. Still got the 14mm hole for opening up, still using the CPM S30V steel. They made the screws just a little bit bigger, and a lot of the stuff that they've changed you're not going to really notice with your eye, but you're going to feel it in your hand. You know, the corners are just a little bit smoother, just a tad little bit smoother. This is more, I don't know, it feels different in the hand. The G10 is a little bit narrower. They put more liners in there, skeletonized liners, just to make it a little bit stronger. They've taken the pocket clip and bored out some holes, up, down, left, right, tip up, tip down, so you can place this wherever you like. And of course I got this tip up. I carried it tip down for a while, and then I changed it up to tip up, and I like it a whole lot better like that. You know, I really didn't care for tip down carry until I bought my first Spyderco military knife, and then I became used to it, so it wasn't a problem anymore. Kind of show you the Spyderco military. It's got that big old clip on there. This was my first Spyderco military that I bought. LSU Tigers 1010 knocked that black paint off for me. Fantastic blade also. But here we go. They've made the tip just a little bit longer. Very, very sharp. Razor sharp out of the box. Sal and Eric both have their logo on the blade. And you gotta love how it still says Golden, Colorado, USA Earth. Man, if I ever get a chance to go to Colorado, I've got to visit that Spyderco factory. Check them out, see what they're all about. They have added some jimping here on the spine, made the jimping a little bit longer, and added jimping down here also, where the handle and the blade meet. Now I don't know if that's, you know, was necessary, but it's just all part of Spyderco's quality assurance and fine-tuning an already perfect product. And of course they do have some jimping on the choil here, just like they did in the original Paramilitary. Show you the difference, the jimping here. Just a little bit of jimping here on the regular Paramilitary, more jimping on the Paramilitary 2. And then of course we got some jimping on the back of the Paramilitary 2, and it's smooth right here. And this is my, so it just makes it for just a little bit better. And like I said, I did not complain about the blade length on the original one, but for some reason when you get this in hand and just using it, I seriously have not been able to really put it down. Been using this knife almost every day since I bought it. Compression lock just like the original one, but my most gratifying and excited change is when they made the tang of this blade flush with this handle here. And to me that's the biggest improvement. That's the thing that I enjoy the most. Now on this blade here, they've rounded off the corner so it doesn't cut you, but on my original D2 steel Paramilitary, it was sharp as a blade. I could probably shave my face with that corner they had on there. I know I nicked my my little pinky finger every time I stuck it in there. Lanyard hole. Check this out. The lanyard hole is huge. Man, you can stick your lanyard in there. For example, let me show you. I got some 550 paracord here. Pop this little paracord in here. I'm gonna do you a little demonstration how easy it is. Whip that bad boy around, and you got your lanyard on there. A little tassel. Check that out. And of course, the lanyard hole on here is much, much smaller. So, in fact, if I did want to put a lanyard on this one, it simply just doesn't go in nearly. I mean, I could probably get it in, but I can't just slip it in with my finger. My fingers are too fat, the hole's too small, and it just doesn't work for me. So that's almost useless. But you saw how easy it was to pop that lanyard in there. Pocket clip is great. The lanyard hold is awesome, especially if I'm gonna do tip up carry. And I mean, why would you even want to put a lanyard on this one if it's tip down carry? I mean, what's the point? Overall, just a fantastic knife. It's got an awesome pivot screw. It also, it sits deeper in the pocket. Whenever you put it in your pocket, not as much of it is exposed. See the difference there? More of your knife is sticking out on this one, which, I mean, you know, hey, it's not really that big of a deal, but it is what it is, and it's all good. I want to show you a comparison with the Sebenza. I got to break out my favorite knife is the Sebenza 21, and we'll show you a comparison of those two side by side. Got my Chris Reeve large Sebenza 21 and my Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Hey guys, thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all have a great day. And Cajun Blaze always says, not A, not B, but see ya. Y'all take care. Have a wonderful day. And go get you a Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Don't wait till tomorrow. Get it today. Especially if you can find one.